Do you spend most of your time in bed, unmotivated, and exhausted? This might not be because you're lazy, and may be due to burnout. Here are 7 signs that you're not lazy, just burnt out. 1. Emotional disconnection. Have you ever felt like you're simply going through the motions of daily life, almost as if you're on autopilot? It can be heartbreaking and lead you to question whether you've lost touch with your true self and the world around you. Burnout often triggers a sense of detachment, causing you to experience depersonalization and emotional numbness or emptiness. It's as if you're an outsider looking in at your own life, disconnected from the profound depths of your emotions. This disconnection can be overwhelming, leaving you with a feeling of helplessness and a lack of control. Recognizing and acknowledging these emotional struggles is vital to truly understand the impact of burnout and starting the journey of recovery. 2. Loss of motivation. Feeling a lack of motivation? Do you have no desire to work, socialize, or even interact with your friends or family? It could be a sign that you're dealing with burnout instead of simply being lazy. It's important to understand that laziness is typically a consistent trait in individuals who consistently lack the drive and initiative to accomplish tasks. However, burnout manifests itself in a different way. Imagine you were a dedicated professional who used to pour your heart and soul into your work, achieving remarkable success and recognition. But as the demands and pressures piled up, your motivation slowly faded away. Now, you find yourself exhausted, lacking enthusiasm, and struggling to muster the energy to pursue your passions. This shift clearly indicates burnout. By recognizing the difference between laziness and burnout, you empower yourself to seek the necessary support and interventions for recovery. 3. Diminished passion. Burnout has the power to extinguish the flames of passion that once illuminated your life. Those activities that used to bring you immeasurable joy and deep fulfillment may now burden you and leave you devoid of excitement. This waning interest should not be mistaken for laziness. Rather, it is a direct result of the relentless pursuit of success and overwhelming work demands. The endless hours and constant pressure gradually drain your enthusiasm, building a growing aversion and possibly even resentment towards the very activities that used to ignite your soul. Recognizing this transformation in your emotional landscape is crucial to understanding that burnout, not laziness, lies at the heart of your diminished passion. It becomes essential to treat yourself with kindness and seek support to rekindle the flame of love for the things that genuinely matter to you. 4. Increased moodiness and irritability. Have you noticed an increase in moodiness and irritability lately? These often overlooked signs could be indicators of something more profound: burnout. These symptoms, although they may go unnoticed, can profoundly affect your overall well-being. When burnout takes hold, it leaves you emotionally drained and constantly on edge, causing even the smallest stressors to provoke intense reactions. It's important to understand that this shift in your emotional state is not a personal failure or a reflection of laziness. Instead, it serves as a clear indication of the toll that burnout can take on your mental and emotional health. In contrast, lazy people tend to display a more relaxed and laid-back attitude. They generally remain unaffected by external pressures and do not experience the same emotional exhaustion and heightened reactivity that accompanies burnout. While laziness is often perceived as a lack of motivation or effort, burnout stems from chronic stress and an inability to cope effectively. 5. Neglected self-care. Neglecting self-care and isolating from social interactions are clear distress signals indicating emotional and physical burnout. When burnout takes its toll, it's easy to lose sight of the crucial importance of taking care of yourself. However, it is vital for you to remain vigilant and observe any changes in your eating and sleeping habits, as they can offer valuable insights into your overall well-being. Your body and mind are closely intertwined, and any disruptions in these vital areas may be indicative of burnout. Furthermore, if you find solace in seclusion, even when it comes to the simplest tasks, it serves as a glaring red flag demanding your attention. It's essential for you to acknowledge that this neglectful state is not your true nature, but rather a consequence of burnout. You deserve to prioritize your well-being and make self-care a priority. By actively recognizing and addressing these distress signals, you empower yourself to take control of your situation and work towards recovery. Always remember, self-care is not a luxury. It's an indispensable component of maintaining your overall well-being. 6. Gradual changes. Burnout is a process that unfolds over time rather than appearing suddenly. Recognizing this gradual progression is essential for early intervention and successful recovery. Research has identified several stages of burnout, each with its distinct characteristics. The initial stage, the honeymoon phase, is marked by enthusiasm and a sense of novelty in a new role or endeavor. However, as stress accumulates, the onset of the stress phase sets in, accompanied by mild symptoms such as decreased motivation and occasional fatigue. If left unaddressed, chronic stress ensues, leading to more severe manifestations of burnout, including emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced effectiveness. The final stage, habitual burnout, is characterized by profound mental and physical exhaustion, making individuals highly susceptible to depression and anxiety. 7. Cognitive difficulties. Stress and burnout can mess with your mind. Studies have revealed that prolonged exposure to these conditions can actually mess with cognitive abilities. It's like a fog descends upon your brain, making it hard to concentrate, focus, and make decisions. It's frustrating to say the least. Suddenly, you find yourself struggling to remember things and experiencing frequent bouts of forgetfulness. It's like your mental gears are stuck, and it seriously hampers our productivity and performance. That's why it's crucial to understand how burnout affects our cognition. By recognizing the cognitive impact, you can take the necessary steps to get back on track. You need to find the right support and employ strategies to help regain mental clarity and enhance your cognitive functioning. It's time to break free from the fog and reclaim your sharpness. It's important to note that burnout doesn't happen overnight. Rather, it develops gradually, progressing through distinct stages, each with its own characteristics and varying degrees of severity. Let's explore these stages and how they can impact your life. First comes the honeymoon phase. Initially, you're filled with enthusiasm, motivation, and a genuine passion for your work or activities. Challenges are embraced, and you may relish the sense of accomplishment they bring. But beneath the surface, stressors quietly accumulate, building up over time. It's essential to recognize that even during this exciting phase, the seeds of burnout are being sown. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, the onset of stress becomes more apparent. Stressors start to emerge more prominently, and you begin to notice early signs of burnout. Diminishing optimism, waning interest, and dwindling motivation become all too familiar. Tasks that were once enjoyable now weigh heavily upon you. It can feel disheartening to see the initial excitement fade away, but this is a crucial stage to acknowledge. Chronic stress is the next stage, where stress becomes a constant companion, an unwelcome presence that refuses to dissipate. Overwhelming and emotional exhaustion take hold, and finding joy or fulfillment in your activities becomes increasingly challenging. The toll on your mental and physical well-being becomes evident. It's important to remember that you are not alone in experiencing these struggles. Then comes the stage of burnout itself. At this point, burnout takes center stage in your life. You're plagued by persistent mental and physical fatigue, struggling to concentrate, and feeling disconnected from yourself and your surroundings. Escaping these debilitating symptoms and finding relief becomes an uphill battle. It's crucial to prioritize self-care and seek support from others during this difficult period. Lastly, we have the stage of habitual burnout. This signifies a deeply entrenched state of burnout. Mental and physical exhaustion reach their peak, making recovery and treatment more difficult, but not impossible. While burnout doesn't feel good, it can absolutely be overcome. If you're struggling with this, we recommend seeking professional advice. Seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step toward reclaiming your life. What about the signs of unhealed trauma you shouldn't ignore? Watch that video right here.